Hello, this is Erin Swenlin. I thought it would be a great time to go over our bear market rules. So, first of all, when we're in a bear market, overbought conditions, you expect a new down leg. Right now, of course, we're experiencing some very, very difficult oversold conditions. And when we're in an oversold condition mode, we need to think of it as thin ice. Normally in a bull market, we love it when we see those oversold conditions because immediately we start looking for entries. But in a bear market, just because things are oversold, and I think we've all been seeing this over the past couple of weeks, it just doesn't mean that you are going to immediately start seeing prices turn to the upside. So buying into a bear market is very dangerous, and I know everybody out there is saying there are bargains to be had. Certainly, if you really want to play that game, you can. My way of thinking is I would much rather be on the sidelines and not being exposed to these crazy volatile moves. So the other thing, of course, is that you need to expect those bearish conclusions when you see chart patterns. And one of the things Carl recommends is that you start managing any long-term positions, if you still have some out there, in the short term. So maybe buy and hold long-term holdings you generally aren't paying as close attention to. Right now you need to. So where are we looking at as far as where we might find ourselves? And currently this is, I'm recording as of Monday, March 23rd. And what I had been watching was that 235 or 2350 level. And of course we have dropped below that now. So where are we looking next? Well, 2100, which is not that far away, would be right here at those tops from the 2015. So that is our next test area. Now, I have to tell you, I am not looking for it to hold there. I think that really before this is over, we really will end up down here at the top of what we were seeing at the beginning of the '08 crisis and at the beginning of 2000. So I suspect that's where we are headed, is to this level here, which would be 1600. And Carl and I talked about it today. We never even considered putting this in, but you know what? It's starting to not look like it's out of the question. So we could see an 80% loss. I'm not going to go there right now. We still have some interesting support levels, so I think that's great. One of the things you might want to start looking for when we write our DPA, we include all of our major indicators, but one of our newest indicators is the Golden Cross Index and the Silver Cross Index. And you can see for a long time, we were looking at, of course, the Silver Cross, meaning that 2.2% of the members of the S&P 500, 2.2% have 20-day EMAs that are above their 50-day EMAs, okay? Only 2% are having that configuration. The Golden Cross Index measures how many are on long-term trend model buy signals, meaning that their 50-day EMAs are above their 200-day EMAs. And as you can see, we have finally reached that oversold territory that we were seeing at the low from 2018 on these indicators. But as you can see in the thumbnail, we are not seeing any deceleration on the Golden Cross Index. We're still seeing it falling. And yes, we are starting to see this turn, but let's face it, that's because we're almost at zero. And that's as far as it'll go. So we could be seeing those levels and having no stocks in the S&P 500 that have their 20s above their 50-day EMAs. That won't be long. So those are the levels. These are something to watch to see if we're going to get out of that bear market. But at this point, neither of them are showing us what we need. And then this is the other set of indicators that we have, which is the intermediate term breadth momentum oscillator, ITBM, and the ITVM. And as you can see, we are finally starting to see these oscillators decelerate. I'm not going to get excited about this until I start seeing some upside crossovers. I need some confirmation this is a pretty serious drop and bear market, and I don't want to get caught just because these turn up, getting back in before it's ready, before it's time to get in. So those are some of the things that you can watch. I really enjoyed talking to you about navigating the.
Hey guys, Grayson Rose here with StockCharts.com. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember, if you did, give us a like down below, leave us a comment. We'd love to hear from you. And most importantly, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for daily content from an incredible collection of technical analysts and financial minds. We'll see you back here very soon. Happy charting, my friends.